there's a big difference between something being hard and working hard at it, and it sucks because you're doing the grind, and then just not enjoying the work of what you're doing. So I mean, that's probably a different conversation.
That's actually a really interesting conversation. What are some of the differences you've noticed in between those two?
So this is kind of funny, I'm going to say this, but network marketing was not for me. I did it for 4 months and I busted my butt, and I did actually a really good job at it. The reason I'm such a believer in network marketing is because the stuff that I learned from that business about mindset and about the business world has really contributed to the start of my business and the success of that, from the mentors that I had who were multimillionaires who were willing to invest time with me each week. But over time, I realized I actually didn't enjoy the business model of network marketing. I didn't enjoy having to constantly be working with people who were starting their own businesses and trying to get them motivated. And then some of them just would get unmotivated really easily, and I had to try to pump them back up to get them excited again so they could do it, because I was always excited. Not because I was always energetic, but because I believed in my future and I knew I was going to make it happen no matter what. However, not everyone has that mindset. So I really had a hard time with the ups and downs of other people's emotions.
Because your business directly relies on their motivation.
And so
That's rough.
I didn't enjoy the constant phone calls, all that stuff. I just wanted to be able to build a singular brand. So, but now I have a cousin who is still doing that same business, and he loves it. He has a passion for that kind of business.
Cody DeGraff, I had him on you at the first podcast.
Nice,
right?
Okay. Yeah, and he does a great job at it, and he genuinely loves that business model. So that's for him. He figured out how he was wired.
That works really well for him. Super outgoing guy, loves people, contacts people all the time. That doesn't surprise me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So for me, it just wasn't a good fit. It was very draining for me. In the same way, it was very draining for me to rehab houses. I hated it. I just
really,
I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy any aspect of construction and the physical labor. So, and like I did it for years and years. But, and I say that to say, just because you hate something doesn't mean, or just because you're not passionate about something doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, because that's also can be character building.
I was gonna say, I think there's a distinction here in that between whether you hate something and whether you should or shouldn't do it, and whether it's just not something you want to do. Like those are three very different paths.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe hate is a bit of a strong word, because it wasn't that I hated it so much as the rehabbing houses, so much as I didn't enjoy it and I didn't excel at it. And in network marketing, I just didn't enjoy it. It wasn't that I hated it, but over time it just wore on me. But I still busted my butt. And then I actually, through that business, like I said, I met my business partner and I found another opportunity. So it wasn't that I ever stopped just because I didn't enjoy something. I was always pushing ahead because I knew that one day I would push through that and find something that I did enjoy. Something, and then something that worked for me.
Yeah. So it seems, this is something I've actually thought a lot about over the years. Is a lot of people talk about how success, if you want to be truly successful, you have to love what you do.
Yeah.
And like, so from someone, if you are successful, I totally understand that message. If you're not, and if you're just at like the base level, how I've always interpreted that message was, oh, then that means I should quit everything and just do what I love and like live
at
on
the
this
base level.
Exactly. And like, I think there's a disconnect in a lot of people, and there was for me for up until like about a year ago. There was a huge disconnect where that's what I genuinely thought people were saying. And over the last year, I've realized that's not what they mean. What they mean is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but from what it seems like, what they mean is that if you genuinely love something, if you're truly passionate about something, you are going to not only give it your all, you're going to do it when it's not fun. Like there will be no matter what you do, you can love something to pieces and there will be times where it's not fun. You can love someone to pieces and there'll be times where it's not fun. Like it's the same idea. And no matter what, if you genuinely love this passion, if this is your job, this is your life, then you'll push through the times when it's not fun. And by doing that, you'll become successful.
Absolutely.